The moment I stepped through the gates of Philip's prep, I looked like timid Lena on the outside, but inside, I was a hunter, my instincts laced with poison. Contemptuous whispers swarmed around me like flies. I kept my head down, fists knotted around my backpack straps, shoulders drawn in tight, a flawless imitation of the girl from my sister's diary, the one everyone knew they could crush. Lillian Carter didn't disappoint. She clicked toward me in limited edition shoes, her sidekick Sasha right behind her, chin high and smug. The sickly sweet cloud of Chanel perfume rolled in, mixed with entitlement she was born into. She hooked a finger under my chin and tilted my face up. The diamonds on her nails flashed, sharp and blinding, and the mockery in her voice was cold enough to cut.
Oh, the hospital's VIP got a day off? Still dirt poor, and you've actually got the nerve to crawl back here and embarrass yourself?
Sasha trailed beside them, holding the latest smartphone inches from my face. She grinned like a cat that found cream, the shutter clicks sharp and relentless. Jasper leaned against a sycamore tree, his gaze crawling over me, raw desire mixed with open contempt, like I was livestock waiting for the knife. Not far off, Hertz hid behind a flower bed, his round belly barely concealed. His beady eyes gleamed with calculation. A sly, heavy-set kid, never as harmless as he looked. Up on the hallway balcony, Mr. Wally stood with a stack of lesson plans in his arms. He watched the whole thing, then turned away without hesitation and disappeared into the faculty offices, the perfect witness who chose not to see. I didn't run. I just let my eyes redden, my voice tremble, fragile, scared, exactly what they wanted to see.
I just want to finish high school.
That weak, frightened look only fueled them. For the next 2 weeks, everything my sister endured came crashing down on me. A dead rat stuffed in my locker, spit floating in my lunch tray, hours locked inside a bathroom stall while the lights buzzed overhead. I took it all in silence. Every insult, every humiliation. I carved them into memory, turning pain into ammunition. I didn't want a quick death for them. I wanted them to destroy what they loved most with their own hands, to spiral into panic, to unravel in public, to fall straight off the cliff with everyone watching. My first target was Sasha. Ambition was written all over her face. What she cared about most was clinging to Lillian's shadow, squeezing into the real inner circle, and hoarding leverage. She was always secretly filming people, locker room whispers, private scandals, then trading those clips for cash and clout. And Hertz? He was her most reliable partner. That slick, overweight boy had dirt on half the rich kids at school. The two of them made money selling secrets. Sasha relied on his connections to keep her place by Lillian's side. Taking her down didn't require knives or guns, just her greed and her obsession with status. It took me 3 days to break into Sasha's social accounts and crack Hertz's private cloud drive. Then, using Lillian's tone, I sent Sasha a private message.
Word is, someone in our circle's been leaking insider dirt to outside paparazzi. I think it's you. Meet me on the rooftop at this weekend's charity gala. Bring everything, every message, every deal between you and Hertz. Prove where your loyalty really lies. Do that, and I'll introduce you to one of my father's business partners.
Next, I sent Hertz an email from a burner address, no sender name, just a signature at the bottom. -- anonymous tipster.
Sasha's planning to screw you. Keep every cent from your info scam. She's also ready to sell your stolen exam deal to the school board. Charity gala, rooftop. I have the receipts.
To make it feel real, I forged an invitation with Lillian's signature. Then I dug through Hertz's cloud drive, pulled his finals exam resale logs, and wrapped them into a tidy evidence list. I knew Sasha would send me to fetch her dress. That's when I slipped a hidden quick release into the zipper of her red gown. One hard tug, and it would fail. I also paid off a server. At the rooftop entrance, he swapped in a nylon anti-slip mat with tiny gaps between the strips. 2 small details, more than enough to shatter her carefully built image. The night of the charity gala, I wore my sister's faded school uniform and blended in with the staff, champagne flutes in hand, weaving through silk gowns and tailored tuxes. Lillian, in custom couture, worked the room like a peacock in full display. Jasper was already drunk, his eyes crawling over every woman nearby. Hertz, squeezed into an ill-fitting suit, stuffed himself at the buffet, those beady eyes tracking Sasha wherever she moved. He thought he held everyone's leverage, never realizing he was already someone else's piece. At the height of the gala, shouting erupted from the rooftop. Moments later, it turned into Sasha's piercing scream. The guests rushed upstairs and walked straight into a scene they would never forget. Sasha sprinted onto the rooftop, heels clacking in a rush. One bad step, her stiletto wedged into the gap of the anti-slip mat. She jerked back, lost her balance, stumbled hard. The hidden clasp on her gown gave way. Rip! A harsh tear cut through the air. The red dress split down her back, ripping to the waist, exposing a faded, yellowed bra underneath. The fake collaboration files spilled from her hands, along with the forged invitation bearing Lillian's name, snatched up by the wind and thrown into the night. Hurt stood across from her, face turning steel gray, his heavy body trembling with rage.
Huh? You bitch! You tried to steal my money and set me up.
He clenched the so-called evidence list, proof of selling leaked exam papers, and flung it straight into Sasha's face. Lillian was shoved to the very front of the crowd. She saw it, an invitation stamped with her name. Then she heard Hertz, "Selling secrets! Selling exam answers!" The color drained from her face in an instant. She hated anyone using her name behind her back, and she feared even more that the scandal might splash onto her. So she lunged forward.
You trash! Who do you think you are? Using my name to pull this filthy stunt.
Sasha staggered from the blow and collapsed onto the carpet. The torn gown couldn't hide her humiliation anymore. Cameras went wild, flash after flash. Whispers sliced through her like knives. Those mocking stares hurt more than any slap ever could. Her pride, her precious ticket into the elite circle, crushed in a single moment. I stood at the back of the crowd, slowly chewing an almond crisp, watching Sasha clutch her face and sob like a bird stripped of every last feather. The next day, the scandal exploded. News of Sasha and Hertz selling gossip and exam answers ripped through New York's upper crust circles. Lillian publicly cut ties with her, kicking her out of the inner circle without hesitation. Hertz, desperate to save himself, dumped all the blame on Sasha and even leaked the secret photos she'd been hoarding. Overnight, Sasha became the school's biggest joke. She stopped showing up. When she did, she hid in the corner of classrooms, eyes empty, spirit gone.
I didn't. I just wanted to secure my place.
The first prey, completely broken. My second target was Jasper Green. The so-called Green Heir cared about two things, his family's reputation and his own swagger. The Greens were a well-known New York arms family. His father, Gus Green, was a control freak who hated scandals and feared nothing more than the family's gray business seeing daylight. I learned Jasper's routine fast. Every Friday night, he slipped off campus to an underground street race, betting big, partying harder, dragging different girls into the pit lounge. I did my homework. Hidden cameras, stolen ledgers, enough dirt to bury a dynasty. At 2 a.m., engines screamed through the dark. Jasper's supercar shot onto the track like a bolt of lightning. I watched from the stands, calmly chewing an almond crisp. First turn, loss of control. Metal tore into the guardrail, fire everywhere. He didn't die. He lost his legs, his face, and everything else soon followed. I sent the lounge footage, anonymously, to New York's tabloids and the FBI. Green Heir's illegal street racing exposes family secrets. Front page, everywhere. The feds followed the trail straight into the Green family's arms deals. Stock crashed, mansions seized. Gus Green went to prison. Jasper lay in his hospital bed, staring at headlines, staring at his father in handcuffs. He trashed the room, screaming until doctors sedated him. Diagnosis, severe bipolar disorder. Destination, Craig Psychiatric Hospital. My old address. Second prey, ruined, disgraced, insane. My third target was Lillian Carter, the hardest one. She lived for the perfect princess image, her father's favor, absolute control of her social kingdom. Her fatal secret? She wasn't Chairman Carter's biological daughter, just an adopted prop meant to hide his infertility scandal. I found it in my sister's diary. Lillian couldn't be crushed the way the others were. She had to turn on her father and make him turn on her. So I lit the fuse. A text to Lillian from a burner phone. Your father found his real son. He's planning to send you away and take everything back. Then one to Chairman Carter. Lillian has located her birth parents. She's ready to sell your secret to the press and seize the company. And just like that, love turned to suspicion, trust into knives. The hunt wasn't over. It was only getting interesting. Once suspicion is planted, it grows like wildfire. Lillian started bending over backward to please her father. Expensive gifts, forced smiles, endless appearances, begging for a scrap of warmth. But Chairman Carter had changed. The way he looked at her turned cold, disgusted. He began quietly shifting assets, even hinting at a new heir in board meetings. That's when I closed the net. The Carter Group's annual gala, a night meant to showcase a perfect family. Lillian's coronation stage. At the peak of the evening, Chairman Carter stood on stage, champagne raised, boasting about family values and social responsibility. I blended in as a server, a tray of flutes in my hands, eyes locked on him. And in the corner of the ballroom, just as planned, sat Sister Penny, the nun who delivered Lillian to the orphanage years ago. Timing is everything. As Carter stepped down to greet the guests, I approached. The moment his hand reached for a glass, I stumbled. Champagne shattered across the marble floor. The metal tray rang out, sharp and ugly. The room gasped. Everyone looked down. Mixed among the fallen napkins were 2 documents, a forged adoption agreement, bold letters on the cover, child adoption record, and a DNA report stating, in black and white, no biological relationship found between Lillian Carter and Chairman Carter. A reporter snatched them up. One glance, and he sucked in a breath.
An adoption agreement, Lillian's. And the DNA test shows no biological relation.
The color drained from Carter's face. Flashbulbs exploded. Panic, frozen forever, him cornered by cameras, Lillian breaking apart beside him. That's when Sister Penny stood, walked forward, and calmly told the story. The abandoned child, the hush money, the lie. Lillian stared at the papers, at the stunned faces, at her father's averted eyes. The texts, the secrets, every doubt snapped into place. She screamed. The table went over. China shattered. Red wine bled across designer gowns. She pointed straight at Chairman Carter and shrieked.
You never loved me. I was just a tool to you, nothing more.
That spectacle tore the Carter family's perfect image to shreds. By morning, the scandal was everywhere. Chairman Carter's infertility whispered, then shouted across New York. The stock tanked. Partners pulled out overnight. Lillian was kicked out of the mansion, from a princess in the clouds to a ghost on the streets. Hair matted, clothes in rags, wandering and muttering to herself, "I'm a princess, I'm a princess." The third target, dragged from heaven straight into hell, left as a public joke. I stood on the school rooftop and watched it all unfold, slowly chewing an almond crisp. The wind brushed my hair, carrying that faint almond sweetness. I never spilled a drop of blood, yet 3 bullies met endings far crueler than death. And this was only the beginning. My eyes slid to Hertz, hiding in panic behind the flower beds, then to the lit window of Wally's office in the academic building. A cold smile curved my lips. Back then, one was an accomplice, the other a silent witness. They both still owed my sister.